Kimbology. Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate. Okay. When I'm ready. Hello, everyone out there. Welcome back to another episode of Kimbology. It's your girl Kimbo here, aka She's Stoned. She's stoned. She's very stoned. But feeling good. How are you, Becky?
I'm good.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've been in here, dude.
I know.
It feels a little like
we're out of our element.
Yeah, like it's been, well, first of all, and that's really what we're going to talk about mostly in the bulk of the episode, but we've been out in these streets. We've been out in these streets, right, Beck Dog?
Like, yeah, you had your events.
Yes,
I was in Sedona.
Dude, we have been out here. So well, thank you guys for being back on the show. We're really happy to have you guys back. It's been a while since Becky and I have been in the studio doing a show for you guys. And we can't wait to give you guys our updates and to give you guys, like our main show, we're going to do Medicate today. We're going to talk all about the event that we did for Cultivate with Kimbo. So I taught another cultivation class teaching the gay, queer, women community to grow weed predominantly. And it was so much fun. And yeah, I can't wait to like dive deep into that.
Yeah, it was a great time, guys. I was there. I was on hand.
Becky was clocked in, looking all cute with her outfit.
Oh my God, you looked cute too. We both did.
Listen, yes, we were serving
giving.
Which that's why I'm impressed we didn't get a photo together.
I know,
like just us.
But Kim, you had a lot, guys. Kim was in her element. And when you're in your element, you just like can't be stopped. That's it. You know, like you just can't.
I know it was hard.
And I was working too, so I was not really in that mode. I'm not even in that mode in the salon. Like I'm not one to take pictures of my work. That's never been my bag, you know. But go on.
No, for sure. It was a good time. So, and I'm excited to be back in the chair with you in the studio.
Yeah, I was excited to come. Like,
yes,
this was the push I needed in my day today.
Let me tell you, because we are now. It's October now, guys.
Yeah.
We are in smooth October.
In feral girl fall.
We made it, y'all. Hallelujah. We have made it to October, guys. I think we should all just give a little round of applause for that, because it's been one hell of a whirlwind
Why did
year.
September feel like
non-existent?
A million years.
Like long?
Yeah, it felt really long for me. We had 2 full moons in September. It felt really long for me.
You know what? You're not wrong. Like, I don't know how it feels long, but also feels like fast at the same time, because I feel like this year flew by for me.
The year definitely flew by, but this month for me went really slow. Like I was like, God, when are we gonna get to October already?
Really? See, I didn't feel that.
Yeah,
it was very busy, but really happy though, because now we're getting into fall.
Yeah,
bitch, I can't wait to bust these sweaters out, these hoodies, bitch. You know I'm gonna get into my cozy, cozy. Okay.
Yes.
Like. Listen,
the Rihanna merch. I've been wearing my hoodie.
Oh yeah, your
from
Rihanna,
the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, bitch.
Well, okay, I don't know, like the Usher thing for the Super Bowl. Like, I'm so excited.
That's okay.
Yeah,
so
we'll talk about that,
recycling of the news, guys. Yeah, we have a whole like that's a part of it, right?
Yeah.
So we can announce it now. Yeah, Usher's doing the Super Bowl, and I'm fucking excited.
Yeah, me too. He's gonna put on a show. He's a performer.
Oh, it's gonna be
I'm
so
kind
good,
of salty I didn't go to his residency.
I'm salty too, Beck. I am. Like,
but Vegas is Vegas. Like that's
that's the only thing. Like, how much can you see Vegas for? Like, I'm like, you know,
2 nights at the most. At this
I know.
point.
So, and I've done Vegas 3 times now. Like, I'm just like,
right.
But
it's cool when you have something to do. Like when I went for a convention, well, I feel like you need a reason to go. You know, you need a reason to go. You can't just go to Vegas and see what happens. You're asking for it. You know, like
you're just trying to go like play in Vegas.
Bullshit. No,
you ain't coming back. Let me tell you. No, honestly, like that's honestly if he was like somewhere else doing a residency, I think I would have been saw his ass. But like, yeah, you know, and then I just hear that it's just like a good show, and like what I really love is that fucking Usher has all the pole dancers there, and you know how he's supporting the pole dances and the girls and the gays that be on the pole. So that's really where my heart was. I do feel away. I know. I was like, I do feel away about the Usher bucks when he threw them at that strip club and had all of us got with the money that was just Play-Doh money, that was just Monopoly money. So he tried it, but when it comes to like he does hire the girls for his shows, so I'm like excited to see if I'll see some pole dancers, you know, for the fucking.
Well, J-Lo was on the pole.
That's true for the Super Bowl. Yeah, like I have high hopes that he will actually, because he knows how impactful still, like, it is.
The energy is not defined like it was when Rihanna announced it. Like I just feel like we were like in our bag, and like and wearing my hoodie lately, I've been like,
I've been feeling it.
Oh my god, this was so fun! Like, I know, what a fun Super Bowl! Like, what a fun time! Because I'm not a sports person, but I like the pop culture part of it.
Oh, and yeah, it's definitely a time where everyone gets into it. Yeah, everyone and their mama, we all get together, somebody's house, we watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's always been a thing, and then. When Rihanna did it, though, there was so much hype, especially with her clothing line, you know, and we got Fenty, you know, we got her makeup, also like her marketing team. Mwah, chef's kiss. Yeah. Her marketing team, when I tell you.
When she brought out the compact during the performance.
During the performance. Talk about product placement. Brush. Oh, it was so
Loved
good.
It.
Mwah, chef's kiss, like I said. But anyways, we'll get into more of that later. Strain of the day, guys, because this is why we're high.
What is the strain?
This is actually Gary Payton. This is 93 Boys. Right now we're smoking 93.
Oh my god, it's called Gary Payton. Mm-hmm. That's cute. Yeah.
And this is like I'm like all 93 Boys out. This is like from one of their like this is one of their merch shirts from one of their events.
What kind of strain is it?
Gary Payton. This is like
I know, but what is it?
Here, let's see, because that one actually is.
Give me the goods.
Becky's trying to learn. She's trying. This one's a really good one though. This one's a very like popular one. Gary Payton strain. Let's see. Let me not lie to y'all. So, Gary Payton. Okay, so when it comes to, and this is according to Leafly.com, because I love me some Leafly, a collab between Cookies, so it's that one, you know, popular breeders from Burner the rapper, and Kenny Dumetz of Power ZZZ Up Genetics. So Gary Payton is a highly coveted hybrid strain. Most ones are, because with all this cross thing we're doing now, a lot of them are hybrids. Strain bred by Power ZZZ, that's 3 Z's and then Up Genetics, and named after the NBA Hall of Famer, combining the Y and the Snowman strain. It's very potent, flavorful. It's a colorful strain. High amounts of THC and almost no CBD. Middle of the road effects that provide an even keel experience. Gary Payton has won multiple cannabis cups, including first place in 2002 Cup in Arizona. That was in hash form. So, and then we got the Emerald Cup. That's a strains made from Gary Payton. Also, they won in like Oklahoma and Oregon as well. So it's a very popular strain. It does supposed to make you feel giggly and talkative and relaxed.
I do feel that way.
Yeah, it helps with like anxiety, paranoia, headache, stress, depression. And I'll tell you this, Becky saw you guys a little bit, you know, TMI. I'm on my period, so I just been feeling so drained. It's my first day. And I swear to God, I smoked this, and I just like got this bolt of energy. Like I'm still fatigued.
Yeah, she was crashing, y'all.
Ooh, I was yawning and everything.
I got here, and I was like, how are we gonna get through this?
Because you know me, bitch. You know me.
I know her. I know she was in rare form. Let's just say that.
I mean,
true Kimbo, her ethos is just nonstop.
Like, I don't have any off button, but
no, I feel like it's also like citrusy too.
Did you get those notes?
Yeah,
the terpenes? Okay,
yeah, I did.
So you got some maybe some limonene. Look at the back. Oh, that's Lotto.
Well,
talk about yours.
Well, I was telling Kim. I tried recently from 93 Boys, the Lotto strain, which is a hybrid. And
see, she did good. She even kept the bag and everything. It's got all it's got all the properties in the back and everything.
Right. And the thing was, like, I was getting ready for like, I was restocking my supply. And I was like, well, what do I want to get? You know, I want to kind of like balance it out. And I was like, I didn't want to get a sativa. And I was like, or actually, the place didn't have any more sativas that I wanted. And so I was like, let me see what's in the hybrid section. And this one came up. It was 22.75%. That's what it tested as. And I was like, well, it seems kind of chill. Like, let me see. Because I don't really like hybrids. I don't like body highs unless I'm like smoking an indica strain before bed.
Hybrids,
and I'm like, and I bet I need to be like sick, you know, or on my cycle, you know what I mean? Like, and I my phone is off or on do not disturb. Like, I'm going nowhere. But this one, it was like more of a head high, so which was
I do
nice.
feel it more in my head.
Yeah, it was more of a head high, and yeah, it was great. Like I had a really chill weekend. Just kind of like rested and caught up with sleep, and like this was like perfect because I wasn't like sometimes with some sativas, which that's what I mostly smoke. Sometimes I get like this bolt of energy with them when I'm like supposed to be resting, and I'm like, well, let me go do this. You know, I'll go do this, and then before I know it, I didn't rest. And like pretty much this weekend, I like journaled and read, you know, which was like what I needed. So this kind of like kept me there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I liked it, guys. I would try it out if you see it. Like
93 Boys.
We love
Lotto.
93 Boys.
Yeah.
Like
I love
the Lotto. And I love the names. I love their names.
Yeah, they're
it's so cute. Because I'm not gonna. Okay, so I don't like. The smell of gasoline makes me really nauseous.
Same.
So when I see these strains, it was like jet fuel, diesel. I'm like, ew.
Have you ever tried Motor Breath? Have you ever tried that strain, Motor Breath?
I know, because
Becky,
that doesn't seem.
Becky, like if you guys are ever tried the strain Motor Breath, it is literally like smoking, and then you like have a whole lawnmower in your mouth. It's really super gassy. Like it's strange. It's strange because you're just like, holy shit. But some people really fuck with that. They like love that.
Not for me.
Not for me. Because when I was a bud tender, that Motor Breath, the strain itself, always tested really high, you know, and I was over here like, yes, I want the most THC, even though it's not all about that, guys.
Right.
So yeah, it would always test at like high 20s or like, you know, sometimes even the 30s. And so I was like, oh, I want to buy it. Yeah, everybody talks about it. Bitch, I bought that weed, never smoked it ever again. I hit it once. I was like, ooh, like it's literally like it's a gasoline tank in your mouth. It's so that's just like not for you, girl. Like
as it is, like I'll only do Malort like when I'm at my local bar from my neighborhood and I'm getting like we're getting fucked up.
You've had Malort before?
Girl,
I've never even had Malort.
I'm only when I'm at Crowbar. It's when I drink Malort. And it's like, and then you wake up the next day, you're like, why the fuck did I? You feel like a dog.
Doesn't it taste gross?
Yeah, you feel like you woke up in the gutter. Like the next day, it's disgusting.
Y'all want that feeling?
Listen, it's being from South Chicago, you know, like that's
you're like,
just,
I'm trash.
Right, we're trash. So just leave it be.
You're like, I know.
You've been there before, bitch.
Oh, I have fun. Becky's taken me on field trips on the South Side, guys, and it's been so much fun. Like I stayed in the Utopia, which is her king. I call it the queendom. I stayed in this bed, like her bed. Yeah, I loved it. It was the best. And like you always show me cute, like because me and Becky are foodies down, so she'll be like, "Oh, bitch, we gotta eat here. We gotta eat here." I'm like, "Come on, bed, let's go." To this day, you took me to like I had this delicious bowl of pozole when we went.
Oh my
to
god, that restaurant doesn't exist anymore. I know.
I was so. It was so good.
I know.
Literally, whenever Becky, like,
I don't even think that chef is like cooking anymore.
Damn,
like I don't think he does that for a living. I know.
Yeah, rest in peace.
It was really good. I know.
Rest in peace. Anyways.
That's the thing, guys. That's part of like you got to go when it's open, when it's popping, so you can go try it out. Because especially in this economy with this inflation, and it's so hard.
Yeah.
Listen, not for nothing, being a restaurant owner right now. Are you kidding me? God,
honestly,
yeah,
you know that's huge, guys. Because honestly, if there's restaurants that you really fuck with, like patronize them. Yeah, they probably actually really. They need your money. The money right now.
Go eat.
Like, and the thing is, if you do your groceries, guys, it's pretty much the same now. If you just eat out and go buy your groceries. At this point,
it's like, what kind of time do you have?
Yeah, okay, like quite literally
today.
Literally, I went to Epic Burger because why? Because I knew we were gonna do this, and I had awesome sort of running around to do before. I went and got your jacket. I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna make dinner with this, you know. And I was like, already got my period, so I'm like, nah, let me go ahead and swing by Epic Burger and get us some fucking dinner, you know? And like, I'm sorry, but like groceries now are so expensive.
Right.
So it's like, the fuck, what would you rather do? And so if you're a restaurant that you fuck with, and that was a thing too, like during the pandemic, I remember how I was like, oh, I need to go get the ramen place. Yeah. Like shout out to Kinton Ramen, who holds it down for your girl when she's got a ramen fucking craving, which bitch is that season. It's ramen season, y'all. Ooh.
Well, you still do ramen in the summer.
I do. I'm one of those weirdos.
She's that auntie.
I will smoothly have ramen in the summer, and I'll have ice cream in the winter. It's so good. So fucking good. Yeah. But anyway.
Listen, let's talk about your event, guys.
Well, hold on, because let's do recycling of the news. Okay. I know this bitch is trying to get to it. We'll do that when we come back from the break.
I'm just excited for you. I know. Guys, it was a great event. It really, I am like so proud of Kim. We'll get there. You got it.
So when it comes to recycling and news, I really wanted to talk about the strike, okay? Because we did talk a little bit about it on the show, and I really wanted to listen, like when it comes to the legalities and the like, when it came to what the WGA wanted, like they literally were like exceptionally, like they were like so happy with the outcome. Not everything was perfect, and I've listened to a few different podcasts and a few different people's think pieces and things like that.
I've seen different things too.
And so they literally said like they've made major changes in so many categories, even when it comes to AI. Like AI can't now when it comes to like AI undermining a writer, you know, and their work, like that's not gonna fly. You know what I mean? They're not gonna be forced to use the program. They have that choice to use it. So that's really good, you know. And there's a lot of things called like staff writers too, which like they're like, you know, just like in any sort of hierarchy of work, right? When you work your way up the ladder, right? It's like staff writers are the ones that don't really get all the benefits of being a writer because they're just, you know, they're just like on the beginning stages. They're starting their careers out. So now there's all these programs in place to make sure and assure that the young writers that are trying to learn up and coming to be you know, showrunners in the future are going to have those rights, and they're going to have the proper pay in between as well, because like, you know, it's another historical, you know, it's known that like if you're a writer, when you're in between shows, like you literally have to get a second job, like you have to, like you can't pay your bills. So it's like there's things in place when it comes to that to protect them and have them making money. So it sounds like they're really happy with the outcome, and it sounds like you know, the 146 days, you know, that they were in strike, it's like it sounds like it was worth the better it. Yes, it was worth it.
Not in vain.
Not in vain. We're not out of the woods yet, though, guys, because SAG-AFTRA has not come to, like, they have not. It was talks that they would start to talk today, actually, today's Monday, that they would start to talk about, you know, their negotiation deals. So we'll see, you know what I mean? Like the writers always have to go first because they have to write the stuff, right? So the actors are after, in a sense, because they have a little bit more wiggle room, right? Whereas actors now can get to work, start to make the things, start to make the shows, and then that'll get everybody moving again. So very grateful for this to finally start to have some
writers
sort of
are important.
1000%.
The written word is important.
Yes. So really pleased to hear that. I just want to give a little brief update. Again, I'm not in any of these I'm not in any of the unions. However, our household is, right? We, you know, my partner is not in a union, and so basically, like, we are affected by it. So I have been paying close attention. Like, I love Deadline's podcast. That you know, Deadline is a really popular, you know, entertainment, you know, newsletter about like mostly the film industry and entertainment industry. So I love their podcast because he's been like, you know, the host on that was been like giving us like kind of briefs and updates and been bringing people in from the industry to give
the info, the inside scoop.
Yeah, it's been really informative too. It's just been, I've been learning a lot about how
you need people like that in your industry.
Yeah,
like you just do. Like I have a point of reference for myself for like my own license, and like when I have questions about it, like she doesn't work for the state, but I feel like she has to know someone, and like I'll just call her up.
Really?
and I'm like, what's up with this, and she'll tell me, and I'm like,
really?
Okay, got it, you know.
Oh shit.
So everyone kind of needs that in their industry, you know.
Well, it's important because it's like, you know, and that's another thing. You know who else's Instagram is like really good about giving information is Cheska Lee. Oh
my god, I love Cheska Lee.
Yeah, Cheska Lee, she's been like so good.
I've been following her for like since the beginning, dude.
Yeah,
like she's
awesome.
Amazing. I love her.
She's awesome.
She really makes you think, you know, like, and she's also like fucking hilarious.
Really,
and her style is so cute
and really intelligent and just like really knows.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and so she she posted about, she's been posting
she doesn't get her flowers enough. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, she's behind the scenes a lot. She's a writer. You know, she does a lot of the, you know, stuff like that too. So
no, I know she's good.
Yeah, and she's so, yeah, like, I mean, like, in a sense of like her face, so to speak, she's done some shows, but like, I do agree, like, I feel like she's on a level where she can have like her own talk show and all this.
She has a new podcast called
I saw she posted that in her Instagram. So yeah, she's got this new podcast, which I'm totally gonna listen to, and she gave some really good advice just for people like myself that want to be better about, like, want to learn about want to be better about interviewing.
Take an improv class.
Yeah,
I was like, no, but I actually, I know, I thought of you because you've taken a stand-up class before.
I've taken like acting classes. I've taken voiceover classes, you know. But but one of the things on my list was to do an improv class, and I never went. I never went back and finished it. So I think I've actually been looking into it. I like looked up some improv schools, and like, that's good. I think that she's absolutely right, and I think that I would really benefit from it. But I think I would also really enjoy it. You know,
because you're already a really good interviewer. Like, you're really good.
But I have a lot of work to do. You know,
you're kind of like in your Barbara Walters bag.
Yes, but twerking, yes, but it's twerking.
Like, all you know, it's like all these, like, it's weird because I've been seeing all these like old videos of her come up, and she's like hella problematic, and she was right. I don't.
This was problematic.
Listen, my mother watched Barbara Walters religiously every Sunday, so of course I was watching it too, and the way I would gag at her questions, I'd be like, oh my god, she went there, you know. So even back then, you knew it was fucked up, you know, and like, you don't give that in that regard, but you push the envelope. It's funny. Like,
I mean, listen, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I definitely want to like create a,
but in a fun way. I don't think it's never been cringe, you know. Okay.
I mean, it's a skill, guys. You know, it's not easy. Like, and
you have discernment but you would know better than to ask, like, are you still doing crack? You know what I mean?
You still fucking that bitch? Huh? You still fucking that bitch?
I mean, you talk to me like that, but like, I need that.
You're trash, Becky.
Remain Barbara Walters.
No, listen, I appreciate that. I do. You know, but I mean, I also appreciate her posting that and saying, "Hey, here's some advice."
Yeah, no, that was so good. That was so good.
And you know, for me personally too, that's always been on my list to try, and I never did it. So it kind of just was like, okay, like, bitch, go ahead, do it again. Like, let's get you back into that.
I'm excited
phase,
for you.
and I'm going to do it for sure. I haven't yet. There's a few. You know, listeners out there that are watching, if you guys have any, you know, suggestions on improv classes that I can take in Chicago, I'm all ears. I've heard great things about the improv.
You're in the city for improv, girl.
We're in the city.
Hello.
I mean, obviously, Second City is a very, you know, profound school. Many of the, you know, Tina Fey's, all the greats have been there, but that's a whole commitment. Chris Farley,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yes. Look at you and Rick Dog again. Y'all love him.
He was the best. Go on.
Yeah, but just like, you know, that's like a commitment. You know, I want to take a few classes, and I feel like it will really improve my skills, of course, with interviewing, talking to people, being light on my feet. You know, I am in front of a school. I am in front of an audience quite often now, from teaching pole dancing, and then even with like my Cultivate with Kimbo class, which I'll get into details later.
It's doing these lives too.
Doing these fucking
we gotta
lives.
Be on.
We gotta be on.
Yeah, we're not giving what like we used to give. Like, we haven't.
No,
had...
bitch. Do you guys watching? I mean, I'm dressed like I'm giving that because I'm home. Becky's still cute, right? She's still giving cute. This sweater is giving. She's got cute little oranges on her blue sweater. It's super cute. But like, y'all are getting this. But we will just literally, she would come over and she'd be like, "Hey, bitch," and we'd get on the mic and we would just talk. And the audio stuff was cute, right? It was dark, wasn't it? We were high boots. Yeah. But now that we're like on camera, right?
There might have been a blanket on us from time to time.
There might have been a blanket. There was a bag of chips and popcorn right next to us.
We were like in our Lana Del Rey era.
But even now, Beck, look at you. Like, we have to start to like really pose ourselves in that way. Even you shifting like that has made a huge difference, you know?
Yeah.
So like, this is something that takes a lot of skill, and we are still learning as we go. And I'm honestly very happy to just have this time to make mistakes, talk to my audience, and then just really just kind of feel from what this is. A lot of this stuff of work, it's, what is that noise? That's so funny. Oh, I can. So in our voice, in our little ear, we can hear like little like like little noises. This is like TikTok. Like Ricky has like liked a comment, so you get little like notifications.
Oh, I love that.
So because that's the thing, guys. When we're on this, we're trying to be very like I have like it on the side, so if anybody comments, I can kind of like reach over and be like, oh, okay, someone's commented, so I'm on my toes. We're staying alert. And TikTok, we got you going there too, and so shout out to the TikTokers. We see you, we love you. But yeah, honestly, like I feel like we just have a long way to go, but we're super excited, and like, yeah, I feel really good where we're at. We had a great, when it comes to the updates though, I really wanted Becky to talk about Arizona. Sorry to segue. Tell us about your trip, because you left, girl. You forgot. We haven't even been here. You went to Arizona, girl. Tell us all about that.
I was in Sedona. It was awesome. We flew into Phoenix with my mom and my sister. And yeah, we visited my mom's friend, Elsa. I had never met her before. She knew me though, like when I was in the womb. She knew I was a girl. Like before? Yeah, like she was like a clairvoyant, like aura reader.
Well, she lives in Sedona, so already.
Well, no, she just moved there but like 12 years ago. She's from Chicago. She's
cool.
She's a South Chicago gal, like me and my mom and my sister. But her daughter lived over there, and she ended up retiring, and she went on a series of like spiritual retreats. Like she always had this gift, but she never really, oh shit.
I just like shrunk down. This actually feels so much better for me. But go on.
Should I do mine like that too? Okay.
Wait, no. Do you need to?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to because I wanted to like move my leg. But go on. Yeah. Continue.
No, but yeah, and she basically was like, your purpose is in your work, what you do with like your own spirit and stuff. And she hosts like bi-weekly meditations at her house and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, like the trip was amazing, but like, and it's wild because this place Sedona is gorgeous.
Oh my God.
You've been before.
God, yeah. It's so nice
to see this like natural landscape and like these mountains, these like they've been there for millions of years. And like for me, it's like such a reminder. It's just to calm the fuck down, like we are a speck of dust. We're, it's fine. The stories we tell ourselves in our head, they're not real. Like that's what that serves for me. But I feel that way every day. Like in my stargazing practice, like I go outside and I'm like, I'm all right, But anyway, so like, I guess for me, like the most impactful part of the trip was like meeting my mom's friend. Like she had a lot of wisdom for me, and she was really interesting, and it was nice to see my mom in that light, because my mom. So she's a lot of things.
Listen, shout out to our ancestors. Shout out to our, to our matriarchs of the family. Listen, we got it. Yeah. It's I see you. I see y'all. I mean, it sounded like, I love that you and your sister and your mom went together.
Yeah, it was great. We want to go back next year.
That's
so
dope.
God willing, my mom's friend will be she'll still be with us too, because she is sick.
Did you guys stay with her? Or?
No, we just spent like a day with her. Like she made us lunch and we like hung out and chilled.
That's cute.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a great
trip. How were the
hikes? They were beautiful. Like I loved it.
Dude,
it was really nice. Like, wait, did you know that weed is legal in Arizona?
Yeah, now it is.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah. So I went down there like, I'm gonna take
adult use now too. I think it is.
Actually, yeah. And there's like all these like CBD cafes over there too in Phoenix, and like I went with the intention, like, I'm going to take a tea break. Like, I'm cool, Plus, I was like, I didn't think it was legal down there. And I had someone who could gotten me some, but I was like, you know what? Like, I don't need to hear my mom talk shit. Like, what are you doing? I can't believe you're doing this to me. Like, I'm not even going to incriminate myself, but let's just say, like, I didn't want to put my mom through that. But then we got down there and I was like, what are all these dispensaries doing here?
That's the thing.
And like, I was like, what the hell? But then at that point I was like, I'm committed to this tea break. It's not that serious, so it was fine. And well, and then that's the thing too, like Arise is out there too. And that's the same cultivator as there's a Curaleaf out there too.
Yeah. So you'll start to see.
I will say this. I did go on there and kind of looked at their selections, and we kind of had similar things in Chicago. So I wasn't like, But speaking of that though, real quick, going into like, I just want to get like, do you know in Thailand they're gonna?
I know, I heard.
What do you like?
Yeah, so like in Thailand when I went, guys, you could go to the dispensary. I was like
devastated when I saw that. But
yeah, you can go to the dispensary. You can, you know, buy weed. You can literally smoke. You know, it's adult use, recreational there. There's talks now where the Thai government is now seeing like that they might not like that the relationship they're having right now with flower and cannabis, and they might start to restrict things there. It looks like
crazy.
Yeah, which is sad. It saddens me because honestly,
what do you think happened?
Abuse, probably practices of just, you know, like
that's what I'm saying. Smoking etiquette. There needs to be a conversation about like cannabis etiquette. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what
call me misproper, call me old school, whatever. But like, I just kind of feel like some people don't know how to act, you know?
I honestly don't know what the tea is in a sense of like why. I mean, I've even saw that Amsterdam is going to restrict them, and Amsterdam's been legal for how fucking long, you know?
Oh shit.
So there's definitely there's definitely some sort of, I don't know.
The conservative powers that be are just trying to come for us and the joy.
I think it has to do with money, dude.
You
honestly.
think so?
Yeah. When all these starts to when it, all in the day, if it's money is what drives all this shit, right? So if there's not if the right people aren't getting the money, they don't like that shit. So maybe I'm not saying it, but maybe that's why. Maybe in Thailand it's too accessible or something, and maybe they're like, wait a minute, like I thought. You know, maybe they just have to tighten certain legality, like raw laws, or maybe like certain grows. I don't know. It's like, because that's the thing. Like this, people see the power in this plant, so they're just like, oh, how do I get some of that? You know what I mean? They see it, you know, and so. But yeah, it makes me sad because, you know, honestly, that was the fucking best. Like going to Thailand, just going to the dispensary.
And I was like, oh my God.
God, I really hope they don't change those rules. But anyways, I think that, you know, like with when it comes to, you know, Illinois and like the United States and like what we're doing, there's some traction happening where I feel like we're starting to go in the right direction. So I'm just gonna be hopeful in that sense. So we'll see, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but when it comes to not you matching the actual, she's got like an actual orange.
Oh my God.
Bitch, you're like, look at the show the people. Like,
stop, I'm on brand.
She's literally on brand. Just I've been there you go. So cute. And on that note, guys, I feel like we're going to take a quick little break.
Okay.
And then we come back because we want to talk all about the event, right? You've been like
give the people what they want.
So let's just take a quick break. We're going to do a little quick smoke break. And then when we come back, we're going to dive deeply into Medicate today. So it's Meditate, Masturbate, Medicate is our wellness segment. And then Medicate will be us recapping Cultivate with Kimbo, which was super fun. And can't wait to just talk about that. Okay? Yeah. So we'll
shout
be
out
right
to everyone
back.
that was there.
Shout out.
Hi.
And we appreciate you down. So we're just going to be right back. And yeah, we'll see you in a second.
Adios.
Bye. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's good because now it's on behind back. I think they can still hear us, but noise. TikTok is still doing its thing. Hi, TikTok. We're gonna take a little smoky break. I'm gonna move it, shift it because people can't really see you too much.
No, put it on you.
Girl, this is a show. Look at you. You look cute in your sweater. Like, show the people show the people your amazingness. Oh, shit. They want to see. Let us see your face.
Show us your titties.
Show us your tits. Now I'm talking in the mic.
Okay. I reached out to my. Oh.
I think the audio's still.
Oh my God. No, it was like chill.
Okay. Yes, do you want to sing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
before coming out of Ibiza.
Oh,
so
cute.
I sent him my Sedona pictures.
Aw, that's cute.
So nice to hear from you.
All right. Before we go, I'm gonna read this. Or actually, I'm gonna end. Can you remind me? I'm gonna end in this.
Okay.
Because it's so good. I pulled my cards today, so please don't let me forget. Let me have this like near my face. I'll put it on the floor. That might remind me. Ooh, you can tell Rick Dog Productions did not do this in a sense. All right, girl. We are gonna be back. We're gonna be back on the show, TikTok. All right. Ready?
Yeah. Let's do it. To it.
Hello, hello, hello. We are back. Hello, guys. Back from our break. And it's time for meditate, masturbate, and or medicate. And guys, if you are new to the show, this is our wellness segment. So this is when we take one, two, or all three of the pillars and we kind of do a little breakdown. Today we are going to be focusing on medicate. When it comes to medicate, obviously we're always going to kind of usually be in our like weed streets. We love cannabis in this house. And speaking of, I did a whole Cultivate with Kimbo class.
Yes.
And so we're going to talk about that event since we were, all there. Me, Beck Dog, Rick Dog. Maybe you listener, maybe you were there
and
too. Sin,
my coworker.
She's so awesome. Shout
I
out to my
loved her.
intern.
Yes.
Yeah, you finally got to meet the intern. Yeah, how you loved her, huh?
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah, Sin's awesome. So yeah, and she approached me. Like, I love that. Like, she's so like driven. She was like, by the way, this is who I am.
No, she was in her bag. Yeah, for sure. You were in your bag. Kim was in her bag, okay?
Yeah, so how did you feel about the event, Becky? Yeah.
I think it went great.
Yeah.
I was so proud of you. Like, I got there, I got there frazzled because it took me an hour and 45 minutes to get there. But, I made it through.
But when you came, girl, you were like, all right, what's up? I was like, food. You're like, bet. And you did so good, guys. Like, literally, Becky came in. And that's the thing that I will say. When you just have like people in your tribe that like just are good at what they do and just like know how to like move and navigate through spaces, know how to handle themselves, like you're like good, you know what I mean? So like I felt really safe like giving Becky, like Becky was like, yeah, I got this, bitch. I host all the time. Like she was like telling me like, bitch, did you order the pizza yet? And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, girl, what the fuck? I was like, okay. And then Rick Dog was on it and we just worked really well as a team, and it was really great.
Bailey from Candletit was there.
She's so awesome. Love me some
Super
Bailey.
Super fun. Q, your massage therapist. She was awesome.
Shout out to Q, my massage therapist who saves my body, literally. Yes.
Yadi.
Shout out to Yadi from 1906.
Yeah.
Yadi is really special. Me and her have a long history of working together. We worked together for this company before back in the day. When I handled another portfolio in Illinois, and honestly, like, it's been so nice to see her move and kind of navigate and grow in this space as well. So she really came and supported.
People love that brand too.
1906 is awesome.
Yeah.
Do you even try their products?
Girl, I'm a full blown stoner. Like, get me some flour. Like,
look at
I know.
That pinky went up, y'all. That pinky was like.
I took it with me to Puerto Rico, and it just wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't giving? Dude.
It got me through, because Puerto Rico, we were chilling. We were partying. So I was using it recreationally,
What would you take? And what were you doing?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Just edibles are just not the move for me.
Well, this one too, like this one actually has like Chinese herbal medicines mixed in with the THC and the CBD. So
yeah. No, listen, I think for if it works for you, it's great. You know, I was that person for a time where I was an edible person.
Right.
In the beginning of like my cannabis use, so I'm not gonna poo-poo it, but like, for me, sorry, like, it's just, but that's where I'm at.
No, it's cool. Honestly, like, that's when it comes to like whatever, like, people are gonna have the way that they want to consume, like 1000%. But you know, it was really great. We had such good energy. Shout out to Elise from Contract Canna. She was amazing. She was one.
Those drinks were so good.
So good. And the libations were coming. I mean, like, and she kept checking on me. She's like, Kim, do you need a drink? Where's your drink? I was just like, oh shit, yeah, where is it? You know, like, she was just like on it, like.
And again, same thing. I don't really care for like those body highs, but with that drink in particular, I was like, this is cute. Like it was like, if you need to relax but still be focused, they're perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I mean, you know, it's definitely something that like I was like, okay, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to, you know, be moving around in spaces a lot, right? So I'm going to have to like, you know, check in with my staff, check in with my customer, or my checking my customers. So yeah, make sure everything is moving correctly. You know, check on inventory, because that's the thing. Becky was in. She was like, I was
in my retail bag.
I had her in the vending center. So we had like one room that we.
I was back in my cosmetics department bag. Quite literally.
Gels
was there. So yes. The spirit came out of me.
Yeah, shout out to my friends that came. Gels, Joey, Tyler. We got. Orlando. We got I mean, like, I'm high as fuck. I'm trying not to. We got Vanessa was actually helping, so she was amazing and just like really handled the sensory station. You know, I was so pleased.
That was so fun too, guys. Kim did have this amazing setup to get your hands dirty with it and kind of see what the process is like, and people were so into it.
Yeah,
because it really is like with her upcoming crop with the trimming, like we were just talking about it earlier, I'm like so looking forward to coming over to help.
I literally was like, Becky, you ready?
I'm like that's what I do for work. I'm a details person. It soothes me.
Yeah,
literally, like it's just that's I don't know, like I find so much like joy in it. It's weird, you know, but
no,
yeah.
seriously.
And so it was a cute setup that she had, and Vanessa was like manning the stations, and people were able to trim and like take photos just so they can be prepared to what to look for, like how to do things, like get a feel for the shears. You know, not everyone works with shears. Not everyone, like most people just type now on their phone or their laptops.
Yeah,
you know?
honestly, like using scissors and like working with scissors. I mean, that's the thing I feel like me and you maybe take for granted, is because we do like other like we work with our hands, you know,
right.
Like I was a fashion design major, you know, I fucking sew, so I use scissors a lot, you know,
right.
But that's just like something that I just know. But then it's like, oh, maybe that's not a skill that isn't inherently known. Like maybe you need to, you know, develop that. So yeah, just teaching people like the technique of like, and then where to cut, like how much to cut off the plant, and the sensory station with sight was really fun, because I brought in like a jeweler's loupe, and that's like actually what you use to check the trichome heads. So basically, in a sense of like, if you are growing cannabis, you don't like, you grow it to a point and you're like, okay, so how the fuck do I know when it's ready, right? Like what the fuck? So you look at the plant and you look in very closely with like a magnifying glass, basically. And once you're looking in really close, you can tell whether or not the like little trichome heads, because you can see them, they go from clear all the way to cloudy, and then they change from cloudy to like amber, you know, this like little like amber, like, so basically it's like, it's almost like, think of it the sun, because the sun is actually what's like creating that THC, right? With a chemical, you know. It's like what horticulture, okay? But basically, like, now the sun's like cooking the, like, you know, the little trichome heads in there, and so now it's little amber. It's like little, like, so it's like it's telling you like, hey, I'm ready, like, so, and that's, you can actually see the difference when you like look in really close. So which is something I felt like I didn't learn until I didn't even know as a bud tender. I was like, what? Like, I literally started growing, and that's how I like found that out. So
yeah. And
for me, like, when it comes to learning anything, like, I'm a visuals person, you know.
But Kim, you're also, guys, I will have to shout out Kim, because this was my first time going to the class.
Oh yes. And I've done this once before.
And even though I did Medicate March with you, and I learned a lot, like you were a really good teacher with that. So like listening to you, I was like, okay, I'm seeing this. But then to actually see it in practice, I'm like, oh my God. And it got me going, where I'm like, do I need to rewrite this story that I don't have a green thumb, which I don't, guys. I don't. Like, Kim, I literally gave her some seeds that I found in one of my strains.
She literally like was like, did I pop it right? I'm like, Girl, I mean, she did. She put the water. Well, actually, no, because
it was dry.
It was dry. Yeah, it was very dry. I was like, girl, the seeds are not gonna grow in this.
But then I had the nerve to tell her, I'm like, I think one of them might pop. I was like, I see the glisten.
Yeah, she was like, you see that? I was like, bitch, this like speck of dirt.
The glisten of a trichome.
She said a glisten of a trichome. I'm like, girl, if you don't get the fuck away, I did.
She walked out of the room when I told her. I was like,
please leave me alone. But no, it was fun.
So guys, I feel like if that can make me, because guys, I know I'm trash when if her class can motivate me to be like, let me get my shit together,
let me get some plants together
to grow my. I think I can do this. By the power of Kimbo, I think I can do this. You can do this too. You can do this too. Yeah, so like, you should definitely try to come to the next one, because I think that was the thing. Like, it was such a beautiful event, and the space was great, and like everyone that came, it was like a really fun. Everyone had a good time, you know.
Yeah, I was really proud of the ambiance.
We had like a little party before and after. It was great.
Yeah,
and
like I wanted to set. So basically, my intention, guys. So like this was called. This is like my series, right? It's Cultivate with Kimbo. The first time I did this, I teamed up with another girl. Her name was Amanda. Amanda does pot. So she has her own like pot painting like class business, right? And I thought it would be super cute if we collabed and we planted a plant, you know, together. Now, this was in the springtime. It was during March. So I made this a whole month where I did Medicate March. And on the, excuse me, on the podcast, I broke down in the 4 weeks all the 4 stages of growing cannabis, right? And so I teamed it up together. That went really well, I think. And then plus in the beginning, you're in the beginning stages, so you're planting your seeds. So that's kind of why we did that, you know? Plus it was Women's History Month, so it was just like the perfect, like, you know, trifecta of just like all the like feminine energy. And like I really enjoyed teaching women to grow weed. And it's not that I'm trying to be exclusive or like, you know, push people out, or I only have a specific amount of like type of people, but like honestly, that's one thing that I do see is like there is a need for a safe space, you know, when it comes to growing. And I don't always feel it, unfortunately, you know. And when it comes to the growing community that I'm
talked about at length about how it's a very male dominated space, you know.
Yes, and I still feel that that's the case, because you know, honestly, I would go to my local grow shops and I would go get my ingredients, right? And often I would be there, the only woman, you know, and then I also just be surrounded by white men, you know, and it's like, oh great, you know, like another, and it just really kind of like made me feel like, wait, what? Does this make sense? Like, shout out to the Black and brown community, because we were the ones that, you know, were the inception of it, right? We were the original OG medicine women and men, right, and people. So how the fuck did it switch over, you know?
Yeah.
And how did we lose these skills? Because these skills were originated with us. We were the original cultivators. So that's my question. It's like, there was a disconnect, right? And so, and then basically when I would ask, like when I was a bud tender and I was trying to start growing my own, I was like, okay, so like, where do I go? Where do I reach out to, right? And I would be working at the dispensary, so I'd ask like my fellow bud tenders, and like most of them will be dudes, you know, and I'd be like, hey, do you guys have any seeds? You know, like I would love to start growing, like, you know, can I trade with you, whatever, you know? And that is how I got my first original seeds. You know, I started just bartering and like trading, because back then I also didn't know where the fuck to get seeds. Yeah, you know, I literally was like, you know, someone gave us a cute little heart or something.
Oh,
that's nice.
Hi, thank you.
Oh, yay, love that. You know, I just, you know, I also didn't know where to get seeds. I was just so new to it. And every time I'd ask questions, I would get these answers of just like, oh, you know, you don't know. And like a lot of mansplaining, you know, a lot of just like, you know,
girl, we're in a post full moon in Aries. You ain't gotta tell me, okay?
Right. And I just was like, so none of y'all niggas can give me a straight out answer how to grow this shit. I was like, this is frustrating, you know? You know?
I've been to Lowe's in the middle of a project, okay? Don't get me started.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me started.
That is my personal hell on earth.
What? Going where?
To Lowe's or Home Depot, but not, listen, not for fun, not for plants. I'm talking in the middle of a real fucking project where you got fucking hammers out, bitch. Okay, like I'm talking about that kind of Lowe's shit.
I was just watching you in the monitor. You're so funny. You're just like,
because or do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, girl. No, not
those employees on those days. I want to fucking strangle them.
Listen, one of my favorite pastimes is getting high as fuck. I don't talk to them
on other days though. I don't need them. But go on.
No, literally, like I can't even like if I had a project.
Go high and go to Home Depot.
Fuck yeah, it's the funnest. Oh my god, I go in the plant section and I have the best time. Like, I literally, one of my rituals is I get high as shit. I'll ride my bike to Home Depot and I'll just have my headphones on. I'll be listening to a podcast. I'll be listening to music and I will just frolic in the plants. I love doing that, dude. I do that all the time.
That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
I had to get high at Home Depot a couple months ago, but in the parking lot because I was trying to hire some illegal workers.
Listen, don't incriminate yourself.
Shit. Oh my God.
Anyways,
that's what I'm saying. It's hell on earth.
I love it there. But anyways,
it's hell on earth. Can we delete that somehow? If not, oh well, fuck it. Arrest me.
You need to look at the camera. That's what it is. She thinks she's talking to me. She's like, I'm like, girl, you forget, right? Like I've had mistakes, like on my plants, which is an insecticide for the plants and for like, you know, pest control. And I did it during the daytime, which is like a no-no, okay? Because that's when the sun is beating down on it, and I burnt my plants out. But I learned from that, you know. And so there's all these little nuances, little mistakes, and so like that's kind of like the air I got from like asking like other bartenders and growers. Like I was just like, you just got to learn from trying it yourself. And it's like, okay, but what if you gave me advice and not been an asshole about it? Is that okay? You know, so I just thought that was
like
really
a toxic dad response.
Dude, it was so annoying. So like I refuse. Like I think that as personally, with as much love and care and tender spirit that we have, like the feminine energy, whoever, you know, I don't care how you identify, that feminine energy, that loving, caring energy that we pour into us, the people that we love. Imagine if we did that with our plants, you know. And I've done that with my plants, and Becky can she can speak to it. Okay, she can speak to like, hey bitch, this is some shit. You know,
it's different. It's just like I say, it's like having a home cooked meal.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
So, I mean,
it's eating out versus eating in. And again, it's like these days, it's like, you can go to the dispensary. It's good shit and fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But once you try that homegrown where like someone poured love into it, and to your point, and it's like having a tomato from the garden, you know? Like, it's just, it hits different. And you can't believe it until you try it. That's really all I have to say about it.
And the thing is like, you know, and like the thing is I got a lot of amazing partnerships. Like shout out to all the partnerships that the sponsors for the event. I'm very, very, very grateful. You know, we had some amazing just support, you know, really in general. And when it comes to this culture though, like regardless, the more you're smoking, the more you're getting more knowledge about the plant, and of course you still have to go to the dispensary. Like I'm a medical patient, guys. This is my medicine. So at this point I need it. I can't function without it, right? So really, you know, I like right now I'm getting weed from the dispensary. I'm definitely like, so there's like rotations of that. And so
it's like when I fly, I can't take flour with me.
No,
I gotta go buy an edible.
Exactly. So you have to like, so there's always, the more we're doing this, it's like the whole drinking culture, right? We aren't like drinking, like we're not making moonshine in our tub, you know what I'm saying? Like we go to the store, you know what I'm saying? It's like that premise can still live, but I do feel like if in general I'm all about urban gardening and urban farming anyways, right? I think what I'm trying to exude with Cultivate with Kimbo is that there's things that we can cultivate. Walgreens, the CVS, everything is so accessible to us. Fucking Amazon, you know, you get your phone and you're just like, I need earrings for this party tomorrow. Fucking go on Amazon and just like have it like fucking just drop you off at your fucking front door. So it's like, I do feel like as a human being that wants to touch space with my ancestors more often, right? And get down to the like with my garden,
or
with
being
my plants,
outside.
Being outside with my chickens and my cats. Like
that's what I meant about
real
Sedona.
Joy.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
Like,
I felt it there
just go outside. Just go outside and be in earth, you know?
So much.
And it's fun to do things. Once you're outside for a while, like, let me go do something outside.
Right.
So you might as well grow a cannabis plant.
Well, I mean, why not, right?
Or some tomatoes, whatever.
And a cucumber,
or,
you know?
I don't know.
But no, I mean, like, when it came to, like, the logistics of things, though, I literally, though, was like, oh my God, like, okay, so I wanted to get balloons, right, for the event, because I'm like, okay, I wanted balloons to be in the front and, like, throughout the whatever space, and realistically, my car is only so big. Okay, it just is. So I bought the balloons because I'm like, okay, bitch, I go all about my way to get these motherfucking balloons. And then as I go to my house, I start to load my car up. I'm opening my windows and doors. I'm just like, okay, let me put some things in there. Don't even realize the balloons have flown away. There's 6 balloons somewhere, y'all. Don't know where they went. They are flying. Right now, at this point, unfortunately they're probably in the ocean. Bitch, they're on
Mars. Let's just pretend.
They're in Lake Michigan, bitch. That's really where they're
sustainable, okay? They're in,
right. The aliens,
in Mars.
The aliens got them. Yeah. But no, literally, I get to the venue and I'm like, where's the balloons? And then I'm like, where are the balloons? Like, I just was like, I didn't take them out the car, did I? I'm like, no, bitch, but you left your windows and doors open. The fuck? Balloons will fly away. So I didn't even know. Like, so just like, you know
what? There was a lot of cacti in the plant shop.
There was a lot of cacti. There was. It was the place.
And they would have popped for sure, without a doubt.
Well, thank you for your optimism. She was like, "Bitch, it's okay. They would have popped anyway."
And then it would have scared people. So,
well, shout out to Plant Shop Chicago and shout out to Casa Cactus.
Yeah,
that's the space that we use.
So cute in there.
How cute was the space?
Oh my God, I loved it.
Wasn't it super fucking cute? Yeah. Like, so back when I was originally looking for venue spaces for the first edition, like I went to check out this space, and their vibes were everything. Like, I love the staff there. They're super cool. Their space, the Plant Shop Chicago, they have 2 locations. They have one location in Evanston, and then they have another location in, like, the north side of Chicago, like Albany Park area, you know, so super fucking cute. And then they just so happen to have the event space like right next door. That's the Albany Park location. And it's so cute in there. The lighting, there's like cute cactus everywhere. It's got this like almost Arizona feel, right? With like the Southwest feel.
I was like, am I back in Sedona?
Right?
Cute. Thanks, universe.
Yeah, it felt very home. And then they had this like sickening moss wall. They created this moss wall. It was so cute. And then they gave you the option where you can like put your logo. And so I had old girl right here propped up into the moss wall, and it was the perfect little like picture moment. So I think that, you know, when it comes to events, like I want to create a space where it's like lively and fun, and then you want to capture the moment. So it's like I do, you know, it's a really nice touch. Cute. It was a really nice touch where I didn't expect. So that's what was really nice about Casa Cactus too. And then the projecting system and like the flow of like the
Rick Dog Network was in the house.
Technical was in the house. Shout out to the Rick Dog Network always. Honestly, guys, the Rick Dog Network was really killing it because I'm not gonna say too much, but before my event, before the Cultivate with Kimbo, he was on set filming something else that they're developing. So they're trying to pitch this to like a sports company. So it's really exciting stuff. And Ricky was there filming with the camera that we're using right now. So he did a great job too. Oh my God, yes. And he said that they've already been starting to like develop it. So I can't wait to like share with you guys once we're allowed to. Obviously, everything has to be under wraps for a while until things are more set. And so it's just really exciting. It's really exciting. And so everybody was really great. You know, we had the vendor table, and like that was really nice because it gave, you know, customers an option to like shop a little bit, you know what I mean, have a little drink. We had some food available. The sensory station, so you can kind of do that. You can take a photo. There was girl, did you know there was 2 bathrooms there?
There was
2 bathrooms there. There was a whole nother bathroom behind the other one. It was like closed, the door. And I didn't even realize that till the end of the night.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
we were fine though.
I know. I'm just saying. I know, but I was like, oh shit! Like it was funny because like when Sid, my intern, was like, yeah, I figured that out too. When I was like,
better for them. That's one bathroom they have to clean, not 2. Or
I know. But that's also something that you know, they have capabilities for more people for two bathrooms. You know, because come on, if there's one bathroom at places,
oh no,
it's just you know, it's a lot harder, right?
I've left places that had one bathroom because I'm like, I can't do this.
You're like,
if we're drinking.
Yeah, that's
like,
the thing
I'm
too.
I'm not gonna deal with that. There's no point.
You have to think about those things. But it was great. Everybody was feeling it, and you know, we had pizza at the end of the night, so that was nice too. And so, yeah, honestly, my favorite part of the night though was honestly when I got to just like be on for you guys and just present, because that was really like I do love that feeling. I will say, you know, I do this, guys. I do this podcast. I teach a room full of students, and you know, got up there. You know, when it came, well, the students were pole dancing, right? And I normally teach, but then I have obviously now with this event, you know, I can teach people how to like cultivate for themselves. You know what I mean? And like create life. And so. And honestly, the way I do it, my curriculum, it's more like treating it as it's a plant. Like it's just another member of your family, you know, like really, truly, you know, it's a routine that you have to think. Now, that's the thing when it comes to buying as opposed to cultivating yourself. You know, like people were asking me like, okay, well, what kind of investment are you looking at? You know, how much do I want to put in? But it's like the amount you're going to get out, you know, it's really about trading your money for time, really.
Right.
Because this is very time consuming, right? Growing is something that you have to dedicate a lot of time for, because you have to take care of the plant, you know, it's an entity that you have to take care of. So whether you're the type of person that's always on the go, that doesn't have the time or the energy or the means to cultivate, obviously your options are always going to be, hey, I'm going to go to my local dispensary. They're everywhere. You know, I'm going to try a few things, you know. So that's what I'm saying. It's like there's always a room for everyone to learn about this plant, but the more you know, the more knowledge about the plant, the better. And then just the better you're going to get better about like just consuming and purchasing your items. Becky's over here like a professional now at the dispensary. Before, this bitch was like, give me a little indica, you know, like she was like that, but it was great. Now you're like an expert.
No, but yeah, and that, like, to your point, part of that is learning about the plant, you know, to really understand like, what is this, what am I smoking, what effects is it going to have on me? Because there are times like if you have a certain strain that you probably shouldn't smoke it, you know, like probably not smoke.
Y'all need to come down a little bit.
I told you too that day. I told you.
She told me too. I was like, let's go, bitch. Chaos and negativity.
Was ready. She's ready. Yeah. But yeah, you know, so, but yeah, part, like I said, like learning about it.
Yeah.
So I know it may seem nerdy, and some people say, well,
oh my God,
I'm going to get high regardless.
Was it nerdy though? Was it a nerdy way? Right. I don't make it that way. It wasn't on some like, all right, let me go to class. Like, it was really like an event to just like let loose, feel the vibes, be around people in the same community, feeling safe. You know, I wanted to create a safe haven for the, you know, for women, the queer community and non-binary folk. Like, I really wanted to create this
And you never
space.
know who you're going to meet. Like, I met Julio.
Shout out to Julio
from Waxman Spa Chicago. Right. I've been following him for years. I've like fangirled when I've seen him at a few of the conventions.
That's so cute.
But I mean, you know me, I'm like, hi, oh my God, and I'm like, bye, see ya. Like, don't know you, but yeah, I don't know how you guys connected, but
he saw me post about growing. He was very interested in the whole being able to, he's like, yeah, we got a backyard now, we want to start growing.
Yeah.
So they want to cultivate. So I was like, because last time I did the event, it was a woman only event, right, because it was Women's History Month, and so I wanted just to be more inclusive. But I just want to preface by saying, like, I don't want to be exclusive by saying like, oh, cis men, it's just, you guys have so many spaces where you can learn, you know what I mean? True. Like, and the culture is yours. Like, you guys dominate it right now. Like, so there is no space right now where I can sit with my girlfriends, you know, and my gays and like just you know, just be in a safe space and talk about the
even
plan.
Me and Julio's very busy. Like, part of the reason why I never stopped him at the convention is I'm like, you're working, I'm working too. Hi, bye. You know, like, it was so nice. We were able to connect over our work, you know, what we do, growing. I was talking to him, you know, he was so nervous, but I'm like, you should listen, you're going to learn so much. It was great. It was great. And when, I don't know where else would you have gotten that opportunity.
Well, I mean,
you know what I mean?
That's kind of where I'm at, where it's like, I want to show you guys, you know what I mean? I want to show like, okay, guys, like, I have, you know, we can create safe spaces and we can learn from each other.
Or you could even get like if you meet people there, you know, you connect like, all right, I'm going out of town this weekend. Can you be my plant nanny? Can you come over?
And that's, you know what? That's real because
right.
She's not wrong, guys. Like when it comes to like going out of town, when you're growing, you have to really think about having someone come in.
It's like a pet.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like a pet. You actually have to like have someone come in and water your plants. Otherwise they will die. So there's ways, obviously there's like tricks to it. Like people have like found ways to like train their plant where like, you know, even if they are like, you know, I've learned a couple tricks recently that I'm going to try myself, you know? So like that's why I'm saying is like, I'm not also like an expert at this. This is just like something that's been working for me.
Right.
And I like want to share my experience, you know what I mean? And so if that means that you're gonna also take up like, you know, you're gonna learn yourself, like why not, you know?
Right.
And so yeah, it was really fun. I loved like, you know, I love presenting for you guys and giving you guys that knowledge. And you know, I definitely wanted to do more of the Q&A. I didn't do that though, but it's okay because we did the raffle at the end. We had a really great raffle at the end where I raffled off a bunch of goodies from all the sponsors and more.
People were excited.
I love that, you guys. I'm like, I want to be Vanna White or some shit, I swear, because I'm like, come on, who wants this car? Like I'm so like, it hypes me up, you know. I'm like, you guys look what's in this bag, like you get this shit, you get, because I like that's one of my love languages. Like I love to give gifts. It really makes me happy.
And raffles are just exciting.
Raffles are exciting. Yeah, I love a good raffle myself. So I'm like, okay. And I always try to make it really fun and like worth your money. Like obviously these tickets are all to support the event itself, but it's like, you also get sickening things if you win, you know, and the chances are very low if it's, you know, if you think about how many tickets you get in there. So, but yeah, everyone had a good time with it, and everyone got you know, all the winners got gifts, and so I'll see some of them again. You know, I did Julio did win classes for me, so like sickening.
Oh my God.
I'm like, let's go ahead and pull together, boo. So we'll see what we're gonna come up with. Bailey from Candleton said she's gonna pull with me too. So I'm like, oh my God, come on now. So it's super cute, but
I love him.
I just want to say thank you
too.
Oh my God, I love the energy, you guys. The energy, like I had I met two of my other friends, or my one friend, and then she came with her wife. She came in late, but she was also like, because she had another event too she wanted to support too, so she was like, I'll come afterwards, like I want to come support you too. I was like, sickening bitch, thank you, you know, I appreciate you. And so she came, and she like, when she was thinking, she was like, oh my God, when I walked in, the vibes were sickening, like it felt so good in here, the energy was everything. I'm like, okay, I've succeeded, because that's really honestly what I really wanted to do, was just to like create this energy of like comfort and fun, and just like having like, you know, like the space was cozy, so I wanted it to feel cozy.
A good time.
Yeah, and I wanted you to guys have drinks and some food, and so that's really what I gave. And then I wanted you guys to learn, and then, you know, go home with some gifts. So, and you guys did. So the goodie bags were great, because all the sponsors gave away so many goodies in their bags. So everybody went home with lots of fun stuff. So
love that.
Knowledge and goodies and food. I mean,
that's, what else do you need?
What else do you need? You have all the Instagram moments. You had all the, you know, like, you know, like it was cute. It was awesome. So I was really proud. And you know, obviously me being like having major imposter. So, well, first of all, honestly, guys, I want to say thank you, Becky, because you helped out so much. Thank you so much.
Don't think of it. It was fun.
Thank you. And thank you to Rick Dog Network. He has like been literally just
in his bag.
Oh my God. Yeah. Just, and he has a beat on everything. You know what I mean? Like that man on set is just so beneficial, and literally they know it too. Like, you know, his coworkers all are like, oh man, if Rick Dog's there, we're gonna be good. Like, we got this.
Yeah.
So, and he completely makes sure you're good. So like we had we had food, we had the footage, you know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the night, Ricky was loading out, you know what I'm saying? Like we were getting all our shit out there. So it was really great to have that. And so shout out to everybody that came and helped and supported. I will hope to have a next one in the springtime in March, so that'll be another, you know, so that, like, I don't know how, like, if I'm having in between that, but I'll definitely shoot for the March for the next one, so just keep a lookout for that.
Come through, guys.
We'll have a good time. It'll be fun. I promise you, it'll be a really good time. So, and then even if you like took the ones before, you can go back and get some more knowledge. You're like, Kimbo, I don't remember what you taught me, like, let me go back to that class. And then but guys, you can always go back and listen on the podcast. I have Medicate March, so if you go back, the Medicate March section has 4 different episodes, all on breaking all the ways of cultivating down. So it's there. The knowledge is there. So, but I did want to read this to you, Beck, because I wanted to finish off the night with this.
Let's see.
Where'd it go? Oh, here it is.
Oh, it's right there.
So I pulled my card, bitch. I'm telling you, like this, like called to me, like to do it. Well, the deck. I normally, to be honest with you, I like was like, I don't know where it's at. Like I lost it. Like I had it. It was just like kind of like hidden in this little like area. We just kind of like store things, right? So for some reason, I was in there and I was kind of like looking for something or whatever, organizing, and I found the deck and I was like, oh my god, like cute. Like I'm feeling really like uneasy and uncertain like lately. Like I do want to pull my card. I want to see what it says. Like I think that I need to, you know what I mean? So I just felt that calling. And the deck this is the deck here. It's called Seasons of the Witch. So you guys can see.
Who gave this to you, or where'd you get it from?
I mean, I got this when I was actually, I believe, when I was shopping in Paducah, Kentucky. Or Paducah... Yeah, when I did a Southern Illinois trip for work.
I remember that.
And I went to this like cute I went to this cute like kind of like crystal shop. Yeah, and look at the cards too. Like
look at the illustration.
Yeah, look at the like I've talked about this before. I believe I did on the podcast. Did I not? Okay.
We talked about another deck that you have.
Oh, is it a different one?
Yeah, it's like it's like a tarot deck almost.
Oh, really? This is more of a it's like Beltane Oracle. It's an oracle card, so they're a little bit different.
Yeah, you have another oracle deck.
Oh, see, that's the one you gave me though, the crystal one.
No, you have another one.
Really?
That inspired me to get you the crystal one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
But listen, whatever calls to you.
Yeah.
Because I know that crystal one doesn't really speak to you.
Not as much as
for me, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And the thing is, like, I thought it was in my head.
Yeah.
And like, I've shared it with other select people. And like the cards I pull for them every single time, I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like this is crazy. I almost want to bring it over and like show you. But anyways, go on. Let me see. Don't let me ramble.
When it comes to these oracle cards.
But what did you pull for yours?
Yeah, so I pulled this one. I saved it because I wanted to make sure. Let's see. So yeah, it was crazy because I literally was like, I saw it and I was like, fuck, I really like feel called to like pull this card right now. Let me do that. And then I got the Green Man, right? So it looks like this.
Let me see.
The Green Man.
Okay.
And basically, so basically how the oracle cards, I pull it and then there's a little like caption like tells you a little bit about the card, and then you go in this little book. So there's a little booklet that comes with it, and then you can find the numbers that it goes with. So then basically this was 15, and then you go back and you read like fully in detail what it says. And so when it comes to the Green Man that I got, it says, all that I desire comes to me easily and effortlessly. I know this to be true, for I am abundant in all that I do. Which I was like, come on now. And then so it got better when I started reading the fucking card.
I like that it's the Green Man too, because it's kind of you.
Bitch, and then the Green Man, I was like, come on. I just did Cultivate with Kimbo. Right. So I was like, wow, this is crazy. And then when I read it some more, it said, everything the Green Man touches turns to gold, or rather green. That is, it says he is the ultimate expression of abundance, and more specifically an abundant mindset. When the Green Man invites you to his earthly lair, it is to infuse you with the spirit of wealth. I was like, money will flow to you with ease. Opportunities will suddenly come knocking, or you will find the fulfillment of a goal is just within reach, right? This is also a sign that you are on the right path, and what you're doing now is working, so keep at it. Which I was just like, oh my fucking God. Like, you know how bad I need to hear that, you know? And then it said, this card shows that you are living life and enjoying all of the fruits of your labor. You feel more confident and sure of yourself, and other people have taken notice of this and seek your advice, knowing you have so much to share. I was like, dude. The Green Man is also a giver and provider of wealth. Be generous with your abundance, both financially and spiritually. Share your knowledge and invite others to partake in your good fortune.
Boom. Boom. Mic drop.
I was like, fuck.
Nothing but net.
That was crazy.
Nothing but net.
I was like, that was crazy.
These decks are crazy. These decks are crazy.
And it was very affirming, dude, because it's like, as much as I do this stuff, you know me, I'm always like
exhausted.
But I always focus on the number, dude. Like, I'm like, if my bank account ain't bank accounting, I'm like, I don't feel like it's being fulfilled, you know? And so like to see this and say like, chill, bitch, like, you're good, like the money's gonna come, like you just have to trust the process, but it's like hard.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know, having these signs, having, you know, being you know, I'm, of course, in my life I have a very big connection with my spiritual side, so like this really meant a lot to me to pull.
No, girl, it's meant to be. You have a gift, and I witnessed it last week.
Thank you.
Honestly, and I think you should keep going because it's really special, you know.
Exactly.
And to your point, it's like you go to these shops, you go to these stores, and like no one helps out. No one, you know what I mean? So it's like, if someone needs to spell it out, then let them spell it out, and that's what you need to do, you know?
Yeah.
So I think this is great, and I think I feel sorry for anyone who missed out on coming to this event.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing, like I wanted to do a really good job on this one so I can continue to do more, you know what I mean? It's not about the missing out, I'm gonna continue on. So, and if the most you can do is just support and just, you know, like obviously I'm very vocal when it comes to whenever I have things going on. You can find it on my stories, on my Instagram page. I don't really post like events on my TikTok just because TikTok is very specific. And TikTok right now with the algorithm, you can like choose your like world, and so the pole world is kind of my TikTok land. However, I have a separate TikTok for the podcast, but I don't have enough followers yet. So if you don't have enough followers, you can't get to a certain point where you can like live stream and stuff. So usually the people that follow me and go live, when I go live, I'm usually on the post. So I do other things, y'all, but yeah, very, very, that was really nice to pull, and it was just very affirming.
Dude, so that's powerful.
It was crazy.
Don't lose this damn deck.
I know. I literally had it like you know, just like in the back somewhere, just kind of like cleaning up and stuff. And then I'm telling you, I haven't pulled the card in like so long. I just like forgot about it, and then I saw it and I was like, oh my god, like I really want to pull my card today. Like I feel it. Yeah, I fucking feel it. I need it. So I pulled that and I was like, oh, like I'm gonna go. I have therapy tomorrow. I'm gonna talk to my therapist about it. You know, because my therapist and we like talk about self-care and we talk about all sorts of things like that. So like I think she'll really love that, like I pulled that too. So she's been wanting to hear about how it went too. She's like, oh, good luck on your event, you know. So it's been
you gotta let me pull one of those cards one day, like when you think I need it. Okay. When you think I need it, I'll open to receiving it. Yes, because my mom's friend also had a past lives deck. Oh, that was interesting. Yeah, but it's too personal to talk about on the podcast.
No, I mean, when it comes to like the decks and stuff, like honestly, like, you know,
guys, it's crazy.
But the thing is, like, if it doesnn't work for you, like if you're just the type of person like, oh, let me see, and you're like, this is not true. It's whatever,
you're just not drawn to it.
Yeah, like I do think that I like when it comes to people that are not drawn or don't feel this connection to it, and if they pull cards, I don't think it's going to be authentic. Like I really don't think it actually will work for them because their heart's not in it, right?
Well, I got Kim the same crystal deck, and she's just not drawn to it, but that's okay. That's okay.
Everybody has different ones, and that's the thing you kind of have to like. That's what I was drawn to. And maybe you'll go
through a season to, you know, where you need it or you're drawn to it. But
yeah, for sure.
Girl, I love it. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
It was a great event. I can't wait for the next one.
Yes,
it's gonna be awesome. I think you're gonna start a movement. I really believe that.
I hope so.
You know?
That would be nice. You know, I think that, you know, I mean, mind you, like I do want to learn how to grow in a tent. You know, because that's another thing is I don't actually grow inside. I grow outside when the season, you know. So I think this winter will be the first time I'm going to give that a try too.
Well,
so,
you'll learn together. That's the whole point. You know?
I'll take you guys on that journey. Yeah. So, but yeah, if you guys are interested, you guys can find that information. If you're on TikTok, you can find it in my link tree, and then I'll put that in the show notes, guys. It's always available to you. You can listen back to Medicaid March and find all that information as well. Yeah, guys, and honestly, I think that's really kind of like I wanted to finish us off with that note because it encouraged me. And if I want to say, like, you know, I know there's probably people out there that also feel very similarly in the sense of like maybe like not like fully
it's vulnerable to have a project.
Oh my god,
you know,
or just even being like self-employed and just like really pushing. You know, like you've been killing as being self-employed for so many years. You know, it's like
I applaud.
Easy, I know. What I'm saying. I applaud you because you've been doing this a lot longer than me.
But so give yourself credit.
It's hard.
Give yourself credit because I started somewhere too.
Right.
And I have projects that I'm fucking like, oh my God.
And that'll come too when you're ready.
And that's what I'm saying. So it's like, give yourself some fucking credit. What the fuck?
A little credit, y'all. A little credit. No, I'm very.
It's the Taurus in you. It's the Earth sign in you. Like you just, if it's not perfect.
Yeah, basically. I'm like, wait, I don't have enough money yet. So, but then again, like I said, I loved that I pulled that card because it really like soothed me. And it's like, chill, bitch. Fucking chill. So is there anything you want to leave the people with back when it comes to
get a fucking deck, an oracle deck, a stone deck, past lives deck, see what you get into. That's what I'm gonna leave the people with.
Okay, sick.
I'm
gonna leave the people with oh, fuck, I had something funny, but I lost it, guys. I was gonna say something funny. I lost it. No, honestly, if you don't think you have a growing thumb, like I honestly want to just like challenge you with growing a plant. Choose your plant. It doesn't have to be, it could be a fucking cactus, okay? Cactus, you don't gotta water ever, okay? And they still fucking live. So you can start with a cute little cactus and just start there, but just, give it attention, maybe give it a little, maybe talk to it a little bit, tell it how your day's been.
Talking is real.
Yeah, like have a little moment with your plant. Maybe set your intentions with your plant. Maybe if you have a weird feel a way about maybe setting intentions like over there, get 3 compliments today from anything, from anybody, just for anything, that's my goal today. So whatever I gotta do to get 3 compliments, let me see that. And I don't know, we'll see. Maybe have a little something for it, but try growing a plant. That's what I'm gonna leave the people with.
I love that.
Yes. And on that note, guys, we appreciate you so much. We're so happy to be back. We're really happy to be here, but honestly, guys, it's been a time. We are feeling it. We are in the 3rd quarter, y'all. We're tired. So we appreciate you so much. We'll be back next week. We're going to still stay to our Mondays at 8:30 Central. It's time for our lives until otherwise. Last week, we do apologize. We were very busy because of the event. So we both had things going on. Becky also had a training and everything. So she was busy as fuck. So yeah. So
I was going through it, but go on.
Yeah. So, but we're really happy to be back.
Yeah.
Tune in. And if you guys don't follow us on TikTok, it's Kimbology Podcast. I have 2 TikToks. So there's Kimbology Poll and then there's Kimbology Podcast. If you're into the podcast game, go that way. If you're into both, go follow me in both. Well, it'll be a fun time regardless. And Becky, do you want to leave anything else for the people? Where can they follow you on your OnlyFlans? It's on OnlyFlans.
My God, I wish I had an OnlyFlans.
That'd be so fucking cute.
You guys can follow me on Instagram, Baxter Lexter. I'm still not back on Threads. To Kim's dismay. Listen,
I'm so pissed. Like she got me into TikTok and then left me. Just left me. She's like, it's so much fun, and then just said bye. Now she went on Threads. I was like, this is super cute, and then just left me. But I'm not even threading as much as I need to too. I'm like on there like every now and then. So
I feel like it's turning into all pictures. Yeah. Like I got on there after the last time you told me, and I was like,
it's a lot of pictures.
What's the point?
Yeah.
Like, why is the algorithm pushing this?
It's because it's Instagram. But anyways, I digress, y'all. We're very happy to be here, and we'll see you guys next week.
We love you guys.
Bye. And we are
did it.
out. Oh my God, we survived. And then
you are now listening to Kimbo.
Is he in bed already?
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy. Sustainability.
Meditate. Tuning in with us. Girl, you are literally still like this. And it's funny because you're gonna watch this. You're gonna watch it, and you're gonna know. You're gonna be like, oh man, because you were like this the whole time. And the thing is, like, you're high as fuck. You were talking to me like we were like speaking, and you're over here talking too much shit, girl. You have to like look this way. Like even if it feels weird that you're talking, you have to just like. I know we're kikiing, we're talking, but literally just look at all this equipment.
I know. I
can't.
It's so weird.
You're like this.
I didn't know how long.